Hello, my Dargons. It's I, the one and only DragonTamerRuiz, back from the dead, as it were, bringing you guys a guide of sorts. So, recently a new game by the name of Tokyo Ghoul Re has come out within the last week, and I've got addicted to it. I'm not gonna lie, I started playing it the 22nd, and I thought, why not make it somewhat of a guide to sort of help people who may be suffering through the problems that I had currently when I first started the game. So I'm just going to be going over the GUI, I'm mainly going to be covering dispatch, capture, incident, raid, and tactics. I'm not going to be covering strike, probably just because I myself don't know what that is, and I don't want to give you guys the wrong information, alright? I'll be going over the story, then I will be quickly going through the GUI of the team, and then I'll be talking a bit about the summons and the type of banners that are going to be coming in the late to near future from what I've heard from other people who have been playing Reinvoke, which is what it's called on the Japanese side, and then I'll quickly be going over the shop and all through all those tabs as well. So without further ado, let's hop right into it, into Dispatch. Dispatch is happening during territory battles where you're with the community split into two armies, being ghouls and humans, and we're basically fighting for territory and to accumulate points. To gain some of these points, we can do dispatches. Now, what dispatches are, basically, we send out a number of units, either units that are specifically meant for dispatches, or if we're really, desperate, you can also send just regular old units out. It will not take them out of your inventory, you can still use them and whatever, it's just that they're going to be out there trying to get you rewards. The type of rewards that you can get are various awakening materials, experience books, I forget if you can get coin or gold, if you want to call it. You can also get stimulants as well as other dispatch units. However, I have not gotten any stimulants or dispatch units, even though it has said that it is possible in the rewards. So, throw it up in the air, if you will. After a dispatch is finished, you can go and claim your rewards. However, one of two things will happen. Either you will succeed or you will fail. If you succeed, you will get various rewards. Sometimes if you or a great success, I think it's called, you can get more rewards than normal, as well as a outbreak will happen. We'll go a bit more into outbreaks when we get into incidents. It's not too complicated, but I'd rather put it inside that tab, as that's where the outbreaks will be sent to. The other thing is if you fail. Now, if you fail, basically what will happen is that a number of units that you did dispatch will be captured. When they are captured, they cannot be used for future dispatches, and as well as that ward cannot be used. You can't dispatch anyone out into that ward. And you can either do one of three things. One, you can just wait for the timer to run out, but I do not suggest that. Two, you can send out other units and spend gold and such to increase the percentage chance of succession, or basically the chance to succeed, and get them back that way. And occasionally you will also get outbreaks when you do it that way as well. Or you can do an emergency withdrawal, I think it's called, or something like that, or emergency rescue, where you use an item, I think it's a medical kit. You can get those mainly through doing territory battles itself by getting high enough points in the territory battle, and that will automatically do it. However, you will not get any rewards or outbreaks from what I have seen from that. It just takes your units that are there as of right now and just brings them back. However, I do recommend doing that if you're starting to, bad late luck is on your side and your units that are being captured are starting to pile up. After capture, now we are incidents. The main four incidents you are going to want to focus on are, basically, there are four wards that will always have these things. There's Ward 4, which will basically be the growth ward. This is where you get your experience books, level up characters faster. The next one after that is Ward 8, at least that's what it's saying for me right now. I think it was Ward 7 during the territory battle, but I could be wrong, where you grind up your gold. So there is that. After that is Ward 11, where you can get awakening materials for your CCG human units. Oh, I just dropped my phone. Followed by that is Ward 18, where you basically get the awakening materials for your ghoul type units. And then there are also outbreaks. Now, outbreaks can either be one of two things from what I've noticed. They can either be an upgraded version of the incidents I have said before, basically giving you double the rewards as well as like a good multiplier of points. Like when I was completing it, I got about 10,000 every run in B. I wasn't really paying much attention when I was auto battling A, so take it as you will. And then you can also potentially get outbreaks. For example, in this territory battle, there was an outbreak that you can get for a half hour that was a free-to-play Rise, which I have been using her a lot, and if you haven't grinded her, I feel sorry for you. However, currently as I am recording this, there are 2 new incidents that are out that will give you a free-to-play Kaneki and a free-to-play Nishiki, and there is another one that will give you a free-to-play Toka, as well as another free-to-play Nishiki. So, I don't know if they're good or not. I will look into them at a later date and tell you guys my opinions in a later video. We are skipping strikes and heading straight into raids. Now, raids will occasionally happen during territory battles, and depending on which side you're on depends on what kind of raid you'll be able to do. For example, in this territory battle, you either went against Kisho or Rima, or if you were fighting for the ghoul side, and if you're fighting for the humans/CCG, you were fighting against, I think he still referred to himself as Owl. I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched Tokyo Ghoul, not gonna lie. But yeah, you fought him, as you can see on my screen. Doing these, you get 5 basically with the equivalent of being energy that you can use for these raids, and you can either do it, which was I was doing it on the first one, which is basically whatever damage you use, whatever damage you do. Next one is you basically spend 2 of that energy and you can be able to get triple the damage. However, he will have more durability, be able to do more damage, and will be able to attack more because he'll have more AP. The next one is basically times 5 damage. You waste 3 energy for that, which I did not barely do that one because I could barely do the second hardest difficulty. So take what you will. After that is tactics. I'm not going to spend too much time on tactics. Basically what it is items that you can use to increase drop rates, to increase the amount of gold you get, to increase the amount of experience you get. For rate, there's other various things you can do. For example, you can spend 3 kaku if you want to indefinitely do the raid without having to worry about energy for a half hour. I mean, if you want to, I'm not going to stop you, but I would advise against it, or at least for the kaku part. But now let's get out of territory, now that we're done with that, and head into story. Now, I'm going to quickly go over story. Basically, you'll be going through the Tokyo Ghoul A as you complete the Tokyo Ghoul storyline, and Tokyo Ghoul Re storyline. And this is where you're going to mainly get a lot of your free-to-play Kaku. That's pretty much it. After that, we have teams. I'm going to edit. That's pretty, self-explanatory. That's where you go and change your party. Followed by that, we have upgrade. Now with upgrade, when you click on a character, you get one of 2 options. You get training or upgrade weapon. If you click on training, you have Book of Augmentation, Character, or Stimulant. Book of Augmentation basically are the books that you grind out in the 4th ward, also known as the Growing Ward. At least that's what the level's called. And those basically what you use to level up. Character is basically where you can either use characters for experience to help you level up as well, or you can also put in dupes into that character in order to increase their mastery. Upgrading a character's mastery is kind of important because it allows them to basically, what's the word? It basically allows them to upgrade the current skill that they're able to use. Followed by that is Stimulants, which basically is also another way you can increase mastery. Now that we did everything in training, we are going to go to upgrade weapon. An upgrade weapon basically is where you use the upgrade materials that I was talking about before in order to upgrade the weapon even further beyond. You can do this a total of 10 times. With each upgrade, it will either increase the amount of AP you do, the amount of durability you have, or unlock one of the 4 skills that each character has. It can vary between increasing their attack by 300, increasing their defense by 300, increasing their HP by 200, giving them 2 extra AP, 2 extra durability, so forth and so forth. Followed by that, we have roster, which is basically where you get to see your characters, your dispatch units, your materials, as well as your items. Next up, we have the gallery, which you can basically see what units you have and what units you don't, and basically if you have all the characters in the game or not. It's pretty self-explanatory. And sell is where you can sell characters or dispatch units in order to gain gold or RC points, which we could talk about RC points a bit later into the video when we get to the shop. Next up, we have summons. Currently, as I'm recording this, we have the festival going on for Amira and Jacket Kaneki. So, festival banners 9 times out of festival units 9 times out of 10 will be better than any unit they can get in a premium summon. I am saying this right now. 9 times out of 10 they will be better. There are some exceptions, for example, the Light Heisei that is in the current premium summon, as I am recording this. He is a phenomenal unit. Like, he can help you out in so many situations, and even he's so, as far as I know, as of right now, is the only exception to this rule. Premium summons, for the most part, it will bring out new characters. However, these premium summons will not have festival characters in it. That's self-explanatory. Festival characters will stick to festival banners. Premium summons, once the premium banner is gone, the units that are on that premium summon will be added to the pool in general for future banners to come, which is also a reason why premium banners, if you want to summon on it, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you, but me personally, I'm not going to summon on it because I can basically get them randomly one day when I'm summoning in a festival banner. There are also banners known as exclusive banners, which I'll probably get more. I'll get into that right now. Exclusive banners, from what I've been told, is basically units that are in a banner, however, they will not be added to the pool once the banner is done. I heard that there are 5-step summons, each step is 50, however, the last step will guarantee you a exclusive unit that's in that banner. Next we have dispatch. Ignore them. Ignore dispatch summons. Just, for the most part, you're going to get a lot of dispatch units for free, as that's what I've heard. You can also get dispatch units, technically, from the friend summon, as well as other things. The Ghoul and CCG Human banner, I'd say also skip, along with the dispatch. Voucher summons. This is the reason why I say skip those 3 banners. Because these are basically tickets that allow you to get the characters for about the same rate as those banners ahead. So, like, I really want to spend Kaku on them. I say, if anything, focus on festival exclusive, which I say exclusive, we don't know the direct translation as of right now because we haven't not had one on the global side, but at least in JP, that's what people that were playing Reinvoke called those banners. So we have festival, exclusive, and premium. I say for the most part spend your Kaku there, and if you were planning to spend Kaku on the dispatch or Ghoul/CCG banner, I say don't, but again, I can't stop you, it's your life, do what you want. And then finally, we have friend summons, which basically, you spend friend points, and you can get awakening materials, and then you can basically get rare/SR characters/dispatch units out of here as well. Last but not least, we have shop. Basically, Kaku Gem, self-explanatory. That is where you can get the in-game currency. Expansion is basically where you can spend Kaku to add 5 to your character slots as friend slots, can come in handy. Items, you can spend Kaku to get items. I would advise against it, because again, you can get those items during territory battles in the rewards. RC points you can get from selling characters, as I was saying before, and in here you can get stimulants, rare dispatch characters, or augmentation books. I say for the most part, save your RC points and spend them specifically on stimulants. If anything, stimulants. I mean, if you're desperate, go for the books of augmentation, but again, I'm not going to stop you, but I advise against it. Next we have the Exchange Unique Weapon mod, which is basically if you're desperate enough and you have the vouchers to do it, you can get Awakening Materials. After that, we have the Exchange Common Weapon mod, which these are upgrade materials that you can technically summon in the friend point summons. However, you get these vouchers from doing the raids, as I was speaking about earlier. This is what you get as a reward, and you basically can use those vouchers or tickets to spend on this. Basically get tickets to spend for more awakening materials that you can get in the friend summon pool. Again, if you want something specific. However, I think that is most, if not all, that I necessarily needed to explain. This may be rough around the edges, partly just because just like you guys, I have just started this game. If I've gotten anything wrong, please feel free to correct me. And if you've played Reinvoke in Japan, please, if you have played Reinvoke in Japan, I would not mind if you guys could tell, personally, me and the rest of the community what strikes are going to be in the future, because I don't know, and I don't want to give false information. And if I've gotten anything wrong, or if I've forgotten to add anything to this, please feel free to tell me in the comment section below, so it also help out those who have been having trouble, trying to process what this game, like, what everything does or what everything happens in this game. I am bad with words. I am really bad. I don't know why I made this video. I'm really bad with words, but I'm trying my best. But without further ado, I'm DragonTamerRuiz. This was Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth. I will probably be doing a summoning video on the festival as well as analysis of the two characters in that banner tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, and goodbye. Hello, welcome to the end of the video. While you're here, why not check the two videos here right in front of you, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to follow my Twitter, link down in the description below, for all future updates. Goodbye!